You are highly welcome to a very special program titled Public Complaints Commission PCC at 50. Our guest is a popular personality, an administrator by excellence, a leader not a boss, an anti-corruption crusader, a political juggernaut with amiable track records. He is Honorable Chief Commissioner, Public Complaints Commission PCC of Nigeria, which means the Ombudsman of Nigeria, Malam Bashir Abubakar, Member Federal Republic MFR, a chieftain in Zazo Emirate. Now, let's start the ball rolling. We would like to take our listeners where we are, that is the Public Complaints Commission. Can you, after welcoming our guest, that is Malam Bashir Abubakar, Honorable Chief Commissioner, you're welcome to this very special package of the program titled PCC at 50.
Thank you so much, Malam Jibrin Goma, and it is so nice having you this evening.
We would like you to tell us briefly what your commission is all about.
Well, the local content was established in 1975 through an offshoot of the result of the Chief Udoji Report Committee, which was established in 1972 by the then military head of state, General Yakubu Gowon. Principally, the committee was established to iron out, root out issues of maladministration, issues of injustices meted out to people generally from all segments, either as an entity or individual. And it was metamorphosed mainly to safeguard the interests of people. It was established in 1975 during the regime of the military head of state, General Murtala Ramat Muhammad, under Decree number 31 of 1975. P 31 law of the Federation of Nigeria as amended under the 1999 Constitution in section 315, subsection 5B of the Constitution. So the commission was created to address administrative injustices in all the federal, state, local government agencies, as well as companies incorporated under the Company and Allied Matters Act on their officials. The commission is thus the machinery for control of administrative excesses in form of non-adherence to procedures or abuse of law. It's an independent organ of government set up to redress complaints lodged by aggrieved citizens or residents in Nigeria or even outside Nigeria, provided the offense is committed within Nigeria. So you could be abroad and you lay your complaint, or you come back specifically to get redress through the commission. That is what I have for you.
From your own personal assessment of the Public Complaints Commission PCC in Nebula Act, what can you say about the commission's, or what can you say how the commission stands for?
Well, if you follow my initial narration on the Enabling Act, I think we don't need to go too far. This commission is an institution where social justice on any maladministration against the private and public sector, and it also serves as a bridge for dispute resolution. The commission is safe haven for the common man who is being administratively oppressed by his or her employers. It has zero tolerance against corruption, and it firmly collaborates with other anti-graft agencies to meet the yearnings of people.
Okay.
And at the same time, The Commission extends all, its services to corporate organizations, all the three tiers of government, MDAs, and even on private basis, between community and community, between persons, between neighbors, either in working place or maybe farm issue between your own farm and my own farm, meaning boundary issue and things like that. So we are all over in terms of the acts letters from this commission.
What are the mandates of your commission?
Well, the commission is empowered by its enabling acts to conduct proactive and reactive investigation into complaints lodged before it in the respect of administrative actions and inactions of government agencies, like I said before, public institutions, and companies incorporated under Companies and Allied Matters Act. The commission, by the provision of its act, has so many vested powers. It can investigate MDAs, ministries, private companies. It can investigate administrative procedures of court of law in Nigeria, issue of crime, issue of disciplinary action against staff. It interprets policies of government and advises government and companies. It makes its reports after investigation to other relevant sister agencies where possible. For instance, if it is issue of crime, we can only investigate within our own scope, and then we report our investigation to the relevant government agency that handles crime specifically. Mark you, most of these other agencies came out from the womb of Public Complaints Commission. When you relate issue with our population, 1975 to date is not a joke. If you look at the population of Nigeria 50 years from now, you can see that Nigeria deserves to expand its scope of anti-corruption strategy, anti-corruption investigation, and to take so many measures, and that will make sure that people get their right at the appropriate time and the appropriate quotas.
Getting their right, appropriate quotas, whatever that is supposed to be on fairness is what the PCC stands for as far as your explanation is concerned. But finding the way, who can lodge a complaint with the commission, and what are the kinds of complaints lodged before the commission?
That's a very beautiful question, Malam Jibril. A lot of such questions come to us. One, you have to be a human being to complain, to lodge any complaint, and you have to have your reason. When you come to issue of rights of others, especially to civil servants, we have a lot of cases on their non-payment of their gratuity, land compensation. Maybe you bought some goods, or you sold some goods, and somebody non-payment of your goods that you have given or you have sold to others, wrongful termination of appointment, dismissal, insurance issues, loss of goods that are in one way or the other registered on your behalf to be delivered. Maybe thinking of the postal services, non-issuance of appointment letters, adherence or non-adherence to the Labour Act by private companies. Similarly, non-refund of contributions by National Housing Fund and so many other entities that fall into that category. Unjust or indefinite suspension or interdictions non-issuance of your deserved certificates at whatever level, wherever. And certainly, cases outside the Commission's preview are referred to the relevant agencies for redress as well as monitor the outcome, just like I mentioned earlier on.
You mentioned earlier on you've been so smooth and up to date, but I would like us to, let's say, for instance, to move much inwards about dislodgement. Are you restricted to investigating only the complaints lodged with you?
Well, Public Complaints Commission is vested with unrestricted powers, Mr. Jibrin. You can complain on anything. The only thing I can tell you is that we can initiate and transfer. And we can proactively also lodge our own powers, exercise it through a proactive investigative mechanism. So to answer your question directly, we answer questions or we attend to complaints either on reactive or proactive mechanisms, and it will go on that basis.
You see, to a layman, he will say, or he will term all the staff of Public Complaints Commission are lawyers. Is that right?
That is wrong.
Okay.
Investigation does not have to be conducted, and it does not have to be mastered by only lawyers. You, with your own profession, you are an investigator. Because I'm sure before you call me, before you seek to have an interview with me, you must have professionally programmed yourself, planned, and now you are executing. So it is part of investigation. Lawyers can also be with us. There's nothing wrong. One thing I can tell you is that we have very, very able lawyers also, and we have other members of staff that are so trained specifically on investigation and then on execution at the same time.
What makes your commission different from other anti-corruption agencies in Nigeria?
We are not, there is no much restriction on us. And one thing you have to understand, Ombudsman, as we are being called internationally, is a circle. It is a global interest on rights of others. Rights of all, both on both sides, because you can lodge a complaint, and then in the course of our investigation, we discover that the entity, or rather the person you lodge your complaint on, is justifiably on the right path, and you are on the wrong path. Secondly, you have to understand, Ombudsman internationally is an idea, is a conceived idea. Which is about 216 years old. Started somewhere in Sweden in year 1809. And today it is being conceived by over 150 countries. What we can do in terms of our investigation and in terms of our actions can affect you, affect your businesses, affect your life at international level, not only at local level. This is one of the major differences. Most of the investigative agencies in Nigeria are confined to Nigeria. In our own case, it is a conceivable idea. Action and reaction takes place at international level. So the fear of complaint or finding you guilty by Public Complaints Commission, I think is something that is very, very important. Similarly, there are a lot of cases that when you take, let me give you an example.
Let's see.
Issue of crime.
Mm-hmm.
Issue of crime.
Yeah.
If you take crime case to some of the agencies, anti-corruption agencies, they will specifically tell you, no, this is not our case. Please take it to so place. Whereas in Public Complaints Commission, the complainant may not have the wherewithal to take his case to the relevant agency. So in that case, we can do an on-the-spot recording of your complaint, do the on-the-spot assessment of your complaint, then transfer the case on your behalf to the relevant crime prevention agency, who can now complete the process and then get everything on the right track. And the next thing is that we will expect that agency to report back to us the result of their investigation and the action taken. So these are the major differences we have with other anti-corruption agencies.
One may wish to ask, coming to you to lodge a complaint, the usual issue is you are going to be charged. Is there any charging fees there before somebody can lodge his own complaint or you receive his own complaint?
Our services are free to all, whether you are a Nigerian or non-Nigerian. And in the course of maybe retrieval of your right, monetary retrieval, you are not expected to pay anybody, neither are you expected to any percentage, even officially, to the agency or to any account of the government.
It's good to know more what are the path, what means the way of how to lodge complaints before the commission.
First of all, like I said, if you are, we need to confirm that you are real. Mind you, bring today, if you open some of your apps, computer or whatever, there are areas where when you activate it, you may be prompted with some questions. The question may be that you need to touch or do certain process to ensure that you are not a robot, you are a human being. So part of the process is that, yes, you are a human being. You are not an invisible person. That's one.
Great. Yes.
Number two, you can lodge your complaint in any of the 37 offices statewise we have, including FCT, in writing, signed by you, and you can decide, to also send it down, maybe through any of the express service portal. However, in doing so, there are areas where we have a lot of concern. Probably as somebody who wants to lodge his complaint, maybe you don't have the modern education, the Western education for you to write. So we have very able personnel who can write it on your behalf when you go to such office. You can even come to our headquarters at number 25 Aguyi Ironsi Street in Maitama, Abuja.
That's interesting.
Yes, our staff, it may interest you to know in each state of the federation, there is a federal commissioner who heads the agency in that state.
That's great.
And he's an indigene of that state. And he has some elements under him. There's a director, deputy directors, assistant directors, and so many other supporting staff that assist him in making sure that things work. So like I said, it can be written to you and it can be read out to you for you to be sure that what you complain about is what is written, and you append your signature. Usually we encourage complainants of such category to come with one or two other people to be sure they guide them. So after writing, we read it out to you. You and your supporting escort hear what we wrote. Is it exactly what you narrated? Is it in tandem with your narration? Once it is so, we give you to sign. If you cannot sign, you can even thumbprint. This is a part, and during the process, of course, we need to be sure that your names, your full names, are expressly written with contact details. You need to also write us the person or the authority you are reporting to. You need to give us full identity of the person, full identity of the authority you are complaining about, and details, addresses, witnesses, including documents. If you have some supporting documents to give to us, we will it will. Anything that you know when you submit to us or when you explain to us, it is going to help in the quick dispensation of your.
Quick dispensation. How accessible are the state offices of the commission?
Very, very accessible. In each state of the federation in Nigeria, it is very clear that we have our addresses, especially now that we are exposing the commission now through social media. The youth all world over have taken lead in terms of population, and the wisdom now is more on social media in terms of dissemination of information.
It's true.
So we have made sure that we have expanded our scope through and improved social media portals. I'm sure the moment you press PCC now on your handset, if you are online, it will give you a lot of information, and as such, we are very, very accessible, either online online. And the one thing I forgot to tell you, you can even lodge your complaint electronically. You can send it online, provided, the good thing is that if you send us a message online, your phone number is there. And of course, your phone number is linked with your national identification number, exactly. So every detail about you also is there. We can easily access who you are and where you are calling us.
It is believed a tree cannot make a forest. So let's know what your relationship in terms of collaboration with states and local governments as well as private organizations. How is the relationship?
This is another very beautiful question. For now, Alam Jibrin, we are trying to wake up from where we came from, and we try as much as possible to relate with all organs of government officially. We are under democratic dispensation. It is very, very much easier for you to be an ombudsman under democratic governance than under any system of government, in the sense that you will have more freedom. Collaboration with federal, states, local governments, and other institutions is seamless. I'm happy to inform you that anywhere we send our letters are being taken with every bit of seriousness. And in fact, quite a number of states are even coming to our aid. Some are even donating vehicles to us, some working materials. But that is not to say that there is going to be any non-compliance to or adherence strictly to our acts. It doesn't happen that way. So our relationship is very cordial.
What are the challenges faced? Because no matter any movement, how good it will be, there must be some certain impediments. And these impediments are termed as challenges. So what are the challenges faced by the Commission in performing its statutory functions?
One, if you are talking about individuals, sometimes when the individual is aware, nobody will hear that is being investigated or he's being reported, that he will now have that normalcy in terms of his attitude or behavior. It's just like you want to, no matter how friendly you are with an animal, if the animal understands that the scope of your relationship is such that you want to investigate it or you want to put it on that corner, it will not just wait for you. It will certainly run away. So part of the hindrances we have in our operation is we have some suspects running away from being investigated. Agencies of government, sometimes part of the hindrances is when you send documents, the investigating or the schedule officer may likely be transferred to another place, and the new person coming will have to start all over trying to go through the file, reading out the laid down complaints before he now advises his boss for action to be taken by that organization. Of course, I know you may be going to that area. There are cases that we don't barely touch unless after. That is any case that is within court of justice, within the court of any jurisdiction, either at the state level or at the federal level. Any issue that is already before any court, we don't accept any complaint until when that case is over. Then you feel administratively there are hinges here or there. Then we can see how we can go about through our act, make sure that we got it right for you.
You were 1 year in office. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
But the little that we have heard around the environs and those who are stakeholders of Public Complaint Commission and some of your staff, we happen to had momentous achievement performed by you. But we can't see them since we are very, very privileged to have you today, and we have tracked you for several weeks. Due to much of your own schedule, you could not be able to give us the chance, but we are lucky to have you. So we would not like to mention them, since we are lucky to have you. Hearing it from not horse, but horse's mouth is the best. Sir, you are already 1 year in office. Can you highlight some of the accomplishments you have done?
Well, already we have designed our immediate strategic plan. When I came into office, the first thing I did is rally around all my federal commissioners. We had a round table discussion. I roll out the ideas I have for the commission, and virtually, I can say 95% of the ideas I brought for energizing the commission were adopted. These are things. First of all, we need to start building the public confidence in us, or rather in the commission, and something that is very, very vital, very important, my vision on the place, not only in the place, in governance generally, not only in Nigeria, all over the world, is effective administrative system to be built, not on individual basis. If you have a seamless system building in any organization, it is going to work very, very effectively. I'll give you an instance. If today you are talking about FBI. I'm sure, Malam Jibrin, it may not come to your mind quickly who is the chairman, or who is the director, or who is the CEO, or what have you, of FBI.
Yeah.
But the mere name FBI, no, this is an organization that in terms of gathering intelligence for the United States of America,
yes,
is a very strong agency. That is system building.
Yes.
What most countries are doing today is individual building, image building. Most people go to organizations, they perform very well, quite all right. Unfortunately, by the time they leave the place, no longer now yet even bother themselves in terms of compliance with that same organization that hitherto everybody was afraid for. I wouldn't want to mention names locally here in Nigeria, but you are a Nigerian, you should be able to know such instances where organizations are being held by very strong and formidable leaders. But as soon as they leave, all the legacy will die off. So one of my major legacies here to change the narrative is to have citizens' confidence in us through effective system building. And I believe as soon as that is done, we are going to go places. Also, to ensure that we effectively have working relationship, very strong and formidable working relationship and collaboration with civil society organizations, other communities, and even traditional institutions. I have taken traditional institutions to be very, very effective mechanism that Public Complaints Commission can make use of to ensure citizens' rights are gotten to them. And last but not least, we are talking under modernization, and as you are aware, there is nothing you can do to succeed to do without effective technological advancement in that organization. So these are part of what we are promoting, and we are planning also for the act. We have penciled down certain areas we want them amended, and we're hoping that process will start very soon, and we shall succeed on that.
We have heard that you're going to have an international summit comes 21st of this particular month.
Yes.
And also it coincides with you 1 year in office. Is that particular summit, does it intertwine with your 1 year, or your 1 year is a separate entity, and also the 50 years of the organization Public Complaints Commission is another entity that is going to have the special day on the 21st, having the international summit?
Well, first of all, Malam Jibrin, we have some English names. I'm sure you must have heard of Lucky. Lucky is an English name.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it is from our own layman's perspective, when you call somebody lucky, he is somebody who is apt in terms of ability, in terms of being right on track. I hope to. I believe I'm correct on that.
Yeah.
So if I were to choose an English name, I would call myself Lucky, certainly. Simply because today in Nigeria we are working with the 10th Assembly. That is number one thing. And from the establishment of the commission in 1975, I am the number 10th Chief Commissioner of the commission.
Oh, that's a very good.
Additionally, within the same scope of clocking 50 years of the commission, I clocked my 1 year in office. Number 4, at the same time, the 50-year anniversary came under my number 10, being the Chief Commissioner of Public Complaints Commission. So you can see from all perspectives, I'm a lucky person.
What can we expect on that particular day, and what kind of dignitaries do you have?
We have designed a robust program. First of all, we have nicknamed the day as the Global Ombudsman Summit, as well as the 50 years of Public Complaints Commission. That is the Nigerian Ombudsman. We have a theme for that day, which is Effective Ombudsman Institution, Catalyst for Good Governance. That is the theme of the program we have. And this is something that I believe will go a long way in shaping the advancement of justice in Nigeria. And I can believe, I can assure you that it is going to be a very, very colorful event, inshallah.
What sort of guests are we expecting for that will sum up at that particular day?
We have the number one citizen of the country as as the lead factor in the event, and by our act, the Public Complaints Commission is an offshoot of the functions of the National Assembly. So the entire leadership of the National Assembly being led by the Senate President in person of Senator Godswill Akpabio, GCON, as well as our amiable Ian Zezo, the Speaker, the Honorable Abbas Tajuddin, PhD, GCON. We're expecting them to be there, as well as the leadership of the National Assembly, to ensure success of the program.
Your wish?
Yes.
What is your wish?
My wish is it comes out very, very successfully, and for it to get to where all the ears and the eyes that this program is meant to. We want the citizens, we intend to amplify it to the highest level as you can think of, maximum publicity, and we are calling on you and your organization also to encourage the Commission, to encourage citizens to be very free with us and be apt in terms of their synergy with us.